Hey folks, Alan Strickland Williams here, and this is Finding My Audience with Alan Strickland Williams. How about that? I'm Alan Strickland Williams. I know what you're thinking. I look like what would happen if John Mulaney, David Spade, and my mom had a baby. And just like that, we're off to the races. Thank you guys for listening. It's Mother's Day. Did you call your mom? I hope you did. Did you call your MILF? Um, Talked to my mom today. She's doing good. I'm really going to try to get this out on Monday. I'm recording this Sunday, Mother's Day, so if you're listening to this now, you didn't call your mom yet, call your mom. Unless she's dead. Wow, there we go. I'm going to try to do as little edits as possible, so yes, that will stay in. And that's sort of the thing. What are we doing here? What is this? I don't know. I'm figuring out with you. What is the show? What do you like in a podcast? You know, we're gonna try to do that. Sound off in the comments. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. I know what I was going to do. I was going to tell a quick David Spade story before we get into what this is. I get David Spade a lot, like a lot, like to the point where I'm at a bar, it's late, people are drunk. It's not like, hey, you look like David Spade. It's, hey, you are David Spade. And it's like, no, I'm not. But anyway, I was back home in Florida. I was there for my grandmother's funeral. There's a divey type bar that it's been there forever, and I usually try to get one drink there just to get the pulse of what's going on in Clay County, Florida, how far it's fallen since I've left, and I walk in and immediately like there's like you open the door, the bar is right there, and it's everyone literally almost simultaneously go David Spade, and I'm like, yeah, yeah. Um, I'm David Spade, sure. But anyway, there's this real like kind of sad old drunk lady at the bar. You see this a lot in Florida. And at the end of the night, or before I left, she was talking about how she needed a ride home but didn't have one, and blah blah blah. And I was like, hey, you know what? Let me get you a lift to wherever you're going. So I get her info or her address. I put it in, and she's wasted. And she's like, what'd she say? She was like, just so you know, I'll pay you back. I'm not a whore. And I was like, okay, so this lady's definitely a whore. But anyway, she um she gets home. I think I had her number. I think, or maybe I saw that the car in or whatever. But I think I must have sent a like, or she must have sent me like, hey, thank you or something. Anyway, so I'm there for my grandmother's funeral. The next day is the funeral. Like we're doing all this stuff, and I keep getting this call. I keep my phone keeps blowing up. I don't know who it is. I don't recognize the number. Um, then finally, in between a service or something, I listen to a voicemail, and it's this lady's, I guess, boyfriend or whatever. And he calls and he leaves a voicemail, and it's just like, listen here, David Spade, you motherfucker. Don't you ever talk to my woman again or something like that. But and even after that voicemail, he kept calling. So at some point, this is like literally, I think we're like as a family deciding what chain restaurant to eat at after you celebrate the life of someone who just died, as you want to do in Florida. And I see that he's calling again, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, hey, I got to take this. So I go out and I pick up the phone. I answer, and he just immediately lays into me, David Spade, David Spade, and I go, hey, just I'm not David Spade. Bye bye. I get end it with a bye bye. Anyway, I don't know if that was really worth it, but what are we? How are we doing? How are you doing? How's your day? How's your week? How's your month? How's your life? How are you? Let me know. Um, Sound off in the comments below. What are we doing? We're I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I'm learning how to do the microphone. I'm learning how to do the camera. I guess right now I'm trying to make this camera laugh. It's just me for now while we get the hang of it. What works, what doesn't, and then once I figure out that, then we're gonna have more people come on. I'm gonna start a Patreon or something like that. I started one yet. I don't know if I'm ready to publish it. I don't know if I'm ready to accept money for this right at the moment. But I got an album coming out. It's pretty close to being done. I think basically the audio is locked. We've picked the pictures that we're going to use for anything. So now it's just sort of waiting for that stuff to get gussied up. But it's good. It's going to be great. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to have a platform to try to make as much money off of it as possible. I guess. Um, I don't like that I said that, but it's staying in. Too bad. How are we doing? What are we doing here? What is this? Why is it happening? We're just doing it. Aren't you tired of podcasts that you just listen to and have no control over? Don't you want to be part of the process of what it is you're listening to? I'm realizing now this is like the worst part of WTF, just the part where Mark Maron talks. But that's what we're doing right now, and I'm practicing talking. I think it's good. We're gonna do some segments. We got some jokes lined up for you. We've got some. I'm gonna unbox some stuff today. Some movie reviews. But there's an email. What did I get? What did I get? FMA with FMAWASW at AlanStricklandWilliams.com. Again, that's FMAWASW at AlanStricklandWilliams.com. Maybe I'll put it up on the video or in the info. We'll see. But if at any point in the podcast you have a note, you have an issue, you have a comment, email me. Let me know. Let me know what worked. Let me know what didn't work. Um, you guys are going to help me do this, and I'm appreciating it. My note here says don't be too sexual. So that's good. I wrote that down. That's important. I spoke about the album coming out. There's something else I'm working on that's going to come out, I hope, later this year. But that's all I'm going to say about it right now. What's the deal with the album? The album is, I think, pretty close. Um, the I will say, not to reveal too much, the cover photo, I believe what we're going to go with the cover photo of the album was taken in this very room. Where are we? Where are we? We're at my place. We're in my downstairs. I lucked out. I will. I mean, I got a terrible fucking landlord. Let's just make this whole show about killing our landlords. I don't know if I need to bleep that out for any reason, but um, what happened down here there when it started really raining again in LA, this downstairs got all fucked up, but it took a long time, but it's up and running. It's good. It's cool. We've got a vibe going down here, and I thought it'd be a good place to record. We're in an undisclosed location. Oh, fuck it. Actually, let's get parasocial. Actually, if I can get a couple stalkers out of this, it'd probably be a good thing. I'm over in the weird little kind of no one really knows what it's called area between Los Feliz and Silver Lake, and Atwater Village. I believe it. I know. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Franklin Hills. But anyway, that's where I am. Great neighborhood. How are we doing today in LA? It's 7:41. It's right now. It's 60 degrees. What did I do today? I played golf. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What did you do today? Let me know. Sound off in the comments. It was a little toasty, but what really happened was because it was Mother's Day. Um, it they didn't have like they usually have food that you can eat. It's a pretty cool thing you can do with food, and because of Mother's Day, they had like a bunch of people there. They weren't doing their typical food service, so I was just so like tired and out of it. I ate pizza fast. I don't eat fast. I'm a slow eater to the point where I really don't like eating with other people because I eat so slowly. But I ate these two slices of pizza very quickly. Really riveting stuff. Anyway, what's up next? We did an album. Slogan: Is this what you people want? What works? Once I figure this out, I'm gonna figure out a guess. Said the email. All right, let's just do it. Let's get into the joke. Oh, before we actually get into the jokes, comedy stuff that's been going on. Netflix is. Oh, this is actually part of Netflix is a joke. This is like if that Everybody's in LA show was hosted by a less famous person and was just one guy. But it's basically the same vibe. We're figuring it out. What is it? The Rory Scovel special is great. The Cat Williams special, I just can't even get over. The Cat Williams special I thought was so good. Woke Folk, I think, on Netflix. One of the best closures I've ever seen. Colin Quinn, I came across this just on YouTube, but he did like a whole special um at like a psychologist conference or something, and it's about how the country or the world itself is going through a psychotic break. It was pretty interesting, very funny. I've always liked Colin Quinn. There were like three things in Collins that were like wow, like just really amazing. So let's see. Now let's get into the jokes. If you think maybe you saw these jokes at an open mic or on Twitter, yeah, you did. I'm reusing stuff. You know, it's diff. The media is the message. You know, and no one knows what that means, but that's what we're going with. So let's just jump right in. Showers are weird. What a great start. Showers are weird. Is the water just coming right at you? You know, it's a little much. What? I'm kind of bored with shower. I'm kind of bored with bath. These really the only two options. Like, can we not get maybe just like a falling thing of water you walk through, or maybe someone sprays you down. I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of shower. Does anyone here have a shared laundry situation? Who are these people that leave the lint in the thing when they're drying? What what kind of monster are you? I mean, plus it's like it's kind of fun, you know. Whoop, more for me. All right, okay. You guys hear about this? 10,000 salmon were being transported in a truck. The truck crashed. The salmon crashed into a creek. This is what we call an everything's okay situation. Nothing to worry about. Don't even worry about it. Diss tracks. These rappers are beefing again. I'm kind of over it. I'm not gonna lie. Rappers going against other rappers. I think it's time for a rapper to release a diss track about my landlord. There should be a second president that takes over at night, handles the night stuff. That's pretty self-explanatory. This isn't really a joke, but I just kept thinking. You know how like men when they like have like a child, a girl, a daughter, they'll be like as a father to daughter or whatever, you know, as a brother to sisters. Uh, I just keep in my head. I just keep thinking because I am this as an uncle to nieces. You know. Anyway, that's me. I did see. Add the album recording. I recorded the album in Austin, Texas, at the Velveeta Room. Hats off to Pat Dean, who books the shit out of that place. Avery Moore opened up some of Austin's finest. Um, Really great time, but it's right on Sixth Street. It's in the dirty. It's disgusting and crazy. And I think it was maybe the first recording. There's just two people going in their cars the ways they shouldn't be going, and they both get out of their cars. And as I'm just watching these two people yell at each other, I'm like, does that one guy have a girl dad T-shirt on? And yes, he did. Next up, what's the next joke here? If I were the CEO of Boeing, my whole thing would be, we gotta land the plane, guys. I'd say it around in every break room, you know, guys, hey, we gotta land the plane. That'd be my thing. Okay, and then connected to Boeing, the whistleblowers, two whistleblowers now, dead, no longer alive. Beginning to think something's up with these whistles. Okay, those are the jokes. Hot take corner. What do we have? Oh, this isn't really that. None of these will really be that bad. And if they are that bad, if you do disagree with anything I say, just forget about it. Don't worry about it. Um, I saw this article people were kind of talking about on Twitter. Is from Vox, whatever that is, and it was about Mulaney's show. Everybody's in LA, the Netflix show, and I don't know. I just kind of the way people talk about Mulaney is very interesting to me because clearly what happened was there's an audience he had that was an audience of him because he was misrepresenting who he was. Now you can say that might be wrong or whatever, but also it's like grow up. Like all these people that are the article was just very cagey about like explaining that like the timeline of his relationship ending and then this new one starting and her getting pregnant was the timeline was very tight. It's like okay, who the fuck cares? Like anyway, that I was getting worked up about that. If you got worked up about that too, or what? Hey, here's a better question: what did you get worked up about? Email me. Sound off in the comments. We got some movie reviews coming up. We're just going through this. Okay, I'm just trying to get this shit done. I hadn't been to the movies in a while because I've been so busy. So I've seen a lot actually. I saw Dune Part Two. Um, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the worm in RFK's brain. Okay. No, but I did see Dune Part Two. I loved it. I didn't get to see the first one in the theaters, so this was great. I did not do IMAX. I don't know if I like the IMAX at City Walk. I'm an AMC A-lister, um, so I do that. I don't think I like the IMAX there. I think also maybe you're supposed to sit in the back. I sat in the middle for Oppenheimer, but what I did was I like to go to the ones with the good recliners. There's the good recliners, there's the bad recliners. The bad recliners are like this, and like the whole thing just kind of moves back, and you're kind of just like, okay, like I guess that's a choice. The real recliners are like perfect, like they really go far back, and so far back that if you're in even the first row, it's awesome, and it's actually better because I would prefer that to IMAX because at least there's an illusion that you're there alone, just watching it on a giant screen. You're right in it. That is somehow my review of Dune Part Two. I saw Challengers. Loved the score. I liked the movie, but I really loved the score. His, I it's Trent Reznor and what's the guy's name? Atticus. I forget. But they did the Social Network soundtrack, and I remember being on a plane one time and I realized like, oh wait, I can just listen to that. It's probably on Spotify, and the entire Challenger soundtrack has a very similar vibe to like two of I think the best um, songs in Social Network. So it's a good vibe if you like that. I saw the TV Glow. Oh, the reason why I saw this movie was uh, there's a great quote from the director about Connor O'Malley and why they're in it. Let me see if I can find it. I meant to look this up earlier. Um, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Um, I just think Connor's a genius, and then also doing it for God. The fact that he'll work for a year on the most fucked up, complex YouTube video you've ever seen, and it's immediately taken down for copyright infringement. You're not doing that for Hollywood. That is between you and your maker. Whoever thought that about Connor O'Malley, I'm like, yeah, let me go see this movie. And I didn't realize it, but I had seen their other movie before. We're all going to the World's Fair. This really felt like in the same world of this sort of cursed media suburbia. It felt like to people are saying Buffy. I was never a Buffy kid. It did definitely give me tones of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and it felt like at a certain point you feel like they 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 did a very good homage to that. Is what I'll say. And really cool vibe. There's also that song in it. Um, what is that song by Anthems for a 17-year-old Girl, which was on a mix CD that someone gave me so long ago that like this is a song I completely forgot about, and like right when it started playing in the movie, I was like, oh my god, I know somehow still every word of this song. Okay, we got to do it. Unfrosted. I saw it with some fellow comics. Wow, it was like there were like four things that were like funny, like that made me laugh, but just a really um weird. It was just weird. It's just like because the thing is, it's a kids movie. It's a kids movie that is treated as if it is not a kids movie, and that is weird. It's definitely like something you could watch with the family. And like I said, I mean, it's impressive that there are so many people that are talented in the movie and it to be what it is about Pop Tarts. But also, it's like I don't think we should have expected too much. Um, I feel like clowning on it is kind of like it's like okay, sure, but I will say if you are going to watch it with like seven other comics. At another comics house that one of your comedy friends is house sitting at. That's just what I would suggest. The Fall Guy I saw, and I saw it in theaters, and it was really fun. It's kind of corny, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in there were just some moments. It's about making movies. Um it's a rom com, so it's got a lot of that dumb we're destined to be the like can't get away from this guy sort of stuff. But it reminded me of the Nice Guys. Gosling's in it, obviously. Emily Blunt's amazing in it. But just a lot of good action, a lot of fun. See it in theaters if you can. It hit a spot. It hit something for me. Oh, and also the music was cool in that it was I don't really know Kiss, but that song, "I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me." Um, 80s like real like arena rock dumb shit, and they use it as sort of like the big song in the movie, like what up top, and then they use elements of it throughout the score later. So it's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. And then the other thing I will say is the movie Eileen, um, starring Anne Hathaway. I don't know the director's name or anybody else in it. That's not true. Shea Wiggum's in it. I always love Shea. Um, but I'm sorry, but the movie is just really great. It's like a young woman works at a prison in uh, Massachusetts, and it's set in the 60s, I think, maybe 70s. It was set in a somewhat period piece. But just a really cool like character study, and Anne Hathaway just does this kind of crazy accent through the whole thing. But it's on Hulu now. Definitely like that was not one you needed to see on theaters. But I would give it a watch. Eileen on Hulu. All right, what are we doing here? We're gonna do some unboxing. Let's jump into it. Oh damn, that fell. So maybe we want to unbox that. Oh wait, where's my knife? Let's see. They're records. I don't know which ones, but they are records. It's probably good to do it more like so the camera can see it, huh? Let's see. What do we got? Oh yeah, I ordered every Always record. Do you want to listen to Always? Always. This is their first one. This is the second one. And this is the third one. They're a great band, man. It kind of sucks because there's such a good fall. Like especially their first album, which I think is just called Always. This one. This is like such a good like fall winter kind of gray. And not that that's all their songs, but really really good. Uh, um, Kind of throwback indie, like straight up indie rock. Good writing. They're Canadian, so they have that sort of thing going on, that little vibe. But listen to Always. Listen to the Agency Group. Listen to Forget About Life, and listen to Tom Verlaine. Okay, moving on. What else we got? Oh, I grabbed the thing. I got a whiteboard to use for this. I don't know what for. Oh, maybe I'll put up. Maybe I'll keep track of dumb stuff in my life, or maybe I'll write "Don't be too sexual" on it. We'll see. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What else? I think we have one more. Oh wait, actually, two more. This is hiding. This is from England. It's another record. I know what this is. This is a side project band from a guy that I listen to a lot. Essex Arms, Darren Hayman and the Second Modern. Darren Hayman, it's a band called Hefner that I know about because Miss Bird, my youth and government teacher in high school, would play cool music. She was like a younger teacher. And I remember just really, really loving it. And then yeah, they definitely became a Hefner. Listen to listen to Hello Kitten. Listen to the Hymn for the Cigarettes. I haven't listened to this yet, but I think I must have just been on a website and saw it and ordered it. Oh, or maybe there was a deal on it or something. But anyway, we get into vinyl. Something very meditative about listening to a record. It's like each side is like what, maybe 20 plus minutes. So it's like you put it on, and then when the music's over, you have to get up and change it. But it's like I'll kind of like to throw it on and then sit down and write or start doing chores, and it's just kind of a nice, I don't know, it gets me in a rhythm. Funny thing about music, huh? Let's see here. We have one more, I think. What's this? Let's see. Please handle carefully. This is from. Oh, I know what this is. This is from France. This is from France. Let's see. Oh, am I going to even be able to like effectively show this? So, this is a movie. Oh, this isn't a movie. This is a poster for a movie called Two for the Road. An old Stanley Donen picture. Stanley Donen did he did a ton of stuff, but he did Charade. He did a lot of Audrey Hepburn stuff. I'm a big Audrey fan. Actually, that's more. I'm a fan of IKEA art. But let's see how. Let me see if I'm doing this right. I hear this. Wow, cool. I just hit the microphone. Is it bad to hit the microphone if you're doing a podcast? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Dang, I didn't realize this would take so long. I don't know how those YouTubers do it. I guess there's a lot of editing. I really just do not want to edit this too much, though. What the fuck? Okay. Wait, what? Is this empty? Did I get scammed? Oh, wait. Oh, wow. This is kind of funny. Hold on. Let's see. So it's like, there's like a little, it should just be a movie poster, but there's all this other stuff in here. Which I kind of like already, just from what am I looking at. Let's try to make sure we get this all done. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right, let's. Is this whole thing tape? Okay. Being careful, being careful. So the movie Two for the Road stars Audrey Hepburn and Albert Finney, who did a lot of stuff. He was in Miller's Crossing. He was in Big Fish. He's great. It's basically a kind of cool, like, told out of sequence movie about a couple who meet on the road on a trip in Europe, and then you see them later. You see them as newlyweds. You see them as about to have the baby. You see them as after the baby. They go through some, tumultuous things, but very funny and very kind of corny too, but in a cool way. But it's like from the '60s or whatever, and it's just I'm always liking the music in the movies so much. Mancini, who did ton of scores. Notably, Breakfast at Tiffany's did this one, and this was the score for Two for the Road is his personal favorite. So I think that's pretty good. I like that. So like, okay, so this person just also included a bunch of like kind of weird little things. You guys can't see it. Oh, that's the one thing too. I'm gonna try to show off my place a little bit, and just kind of like give you guys some different things to look at. Downstairs, this is like, I think pretty much every piece of art in here is, yeah, it's of a woman or something. and then so this could go. I could frame this and put this up here. Or actually, this would go. The stairs down is a little bit more this vibe. Bonjour, Alan. Here is the large French poster you recently ordered in my eBay store. I hope you'll be very happy face with it. Uh, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. What do we got here? This is some. What were um who is that guy? Dudley Moore and oh, like father like son? I don't know this movie. Oh, we got a little clipping there. Oh, we've got Japanese maybe Sound of Music right there. So this is just this person just included this stuff. I did not order these. These are just a little Gone with the Wind action there. But let's actually see this. Oh wow, is this way bigger than I thought it was? Oh, it's like an interesting material. Oh wow, oh this is kind of big. Oh wow, no, this is way too big. Oh my god. Ooh, it's kind of seems a little fragile. Wow, this is like literally. Ooh, I'm already kind of tearing it. You know what? I'll just show you guys when it's framed. How about that? So I feel like I'm already fucking it up, and I don't want to. Oh wow, but it's like her. Oh wow, I can kind of see. Oh, did I fold it wrong? That kind of worked. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, this section is called "Is This Anything?" Where it's I pitch you guys stuff and you let me know if it's anything. So I think it'd be funny to do like a video where it's you realize that it's all guys that have the scorpion jacket from the movie Drive, and then they're all driving, and then it just ends abruptly with them all wrecking into each other and dying. Okay, is that anything? Fall Guy, but it's just a guy who's obsessed with fall, just autumn. Is that anything? And the tagline is stuff like "Things are about to get pumpkin spicy." Is this anything? Let me know. Oh shit! You know what? I wanted to end with a poem, but I forgot to do that, and I forgot to do the fake ad reads, which are called fake ad reads. But let's see. I'll do this. I think I just wrote this one. Um, Intimacy. This is called Intimacy. Intimacy. I'll tell you what intimacy is. Intimacy is when some idiot says something stupid, and then two slightly smarter people make eye contact. There's a poem. I'm thinking of maybe trying to like close out with a poem. I didn't do the fake ad read, so what we're going to do is we're going to save those for next time. And we're going to do a quick sort of sneak peek of things that might happen in the next episode. So next couple episodes, we're going to have fake ad reads. We're going to get to guests. We're going to get to I'll figure out whatever the Patreon would be or whatever. What I want to do specifically with the Patreon is I want to get a police scanner, and I want to kind of just have like a scanner on to sort of like hear what's happening in the city, maybe comment on that. Dream scenario, and another reason why I'm trying to figure out how to do all this stuff is I want to live do live commentary of car chases as they happen, but obviously they're not planned, so it's sort of like I need to get all these separate things figured out, and I know that I follow these accounts on Twitter that are really good about updating when there's a chase in progress that looks like it might escalate into something, and then when the media helicopters go out there, they're on top of that too. And I know that it all starts with a with a police scanner, and they're somewhat pricey, so that might be a thing that unless people are like that sounds awful, then maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do it for myself. But anyway, that's there. Damn fine copy is something we might do where I kind of look just bad stupid ads I've seen and the copy in them. I did see one today. I think it was for Dairy Queen, and the slogan was "Happy tastes good." It's just like we're just losing the plot entirely. It's like we're not even going to tell when AI happens. Um, Food reviews, but we got to figure that out because it's like some people like to hear all these sounds, and some people it's like makes them want to like kill themselves. So we need to figure that out. Maybe that could be the type of thing that would be Patreon content or something. Or maybe that should go on OnlyFans. People can jerk off to it. Um, but yeah, that's I think that constitutes a show. Um, we'll see when I get this out. Hopefully, it's at the top of the week. Thank you guys so much for listening. Seriously, email again. That email is um, fmawasw at alanstricklandwilliams.com. alanstricklandwilliams.com is my website that has links to everything. But I'm totally Alan on everything. Totally ALLEN on everything except for Instagram, and there I'm just Alan Strickland Williams. So please do that, and then yeah, if this worked for you, let someone know. Um, but seriously, email me. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you think I should do. Oh, one thing I also want to do is advice. I want you guys to give me advice instead of the normal. And if you have questions or whatever, we could do that too. Maybe figure out a way to do some calls. But for now, I think that's a good kind of starting point. If anything jumped out to you, please let me know. Also, just fucking wherever you see this, I'm gonna post it across everything. So whatever your platform of choice is, um, you know, sound off in the comments. Um, but yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much. That's Finding My Audience episode 1 with Alex Williams. Thanks for coming. Next episode there'll be a tagline at the end. How about that? Thanks.